and welcome to day 4 of Online Race Industry Week. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Ready to go.
I've got my McDonald's coffee.
It's 6:43. We usually start on the minute. We have a very special guest with us coming in a few minutes. And so we're delighted to have Chip with us. He logged in earlier, so we're going to move in shortly as a panelist. A few minutes here before we start, so we usually do a little welcome. And so I am here in Los Angeles at the EPARTRADE studio. Everything is smooth, but Judy, who is in the team in Orange County, she said that there's some fires going on. So
yes,
hopefully things go smooth. And today we had a little fear yesterday with John got disconnected but got back on immediately. So we do everything we can. We send our producer by helicopter over there. No, I'm kidding. Everything was very quickly. So hopefully today goes very smooth. It is 6:45. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first annual Online Race Industry Week, day 4. I am Francis Savignan. I am the founder and CEO of EPARTRADE. And as I said to you, welcome to the people in the United States, in Canada. Good morning to you in Latin America and South America. Good afternoon for our friends in Europe and on the North African continent, as well as all the way down to South Africa. We have people registered for all over the world. Good evening to our friends in the Middle East. Good night to all of you in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and all over Asia. We have over 110 countries represented in this first event, which is absolutely astonishing. And that's also a very good indication that we have a very healthy and very global industry. People race from all over the world. Chip has had drivers from many places around the world, so he knows that very well. And there are people racing everywhere. And everywhere there are racers, there are suppliers, there are track. And being online today make it so easy and so convenient for all of you to be wherever you are, to be able to connect and be with us this week. So with me this morning, ladies first, I have Judy Keane. Judy is my business partner, but more importantly, the co-founder of EPARTRADE. I have John Kilroy, who is the chief of content and audience development for EPARTRADE. John, Judy, and I have a long history together. We worked together for over 20 years to serve this industry we love so much. And then in 2018, we got together again and we launched EPARTRADE, the global online platform for the performance in racing industry. Basically, we took the industry into the 21st century. We thought, with all the technologies available in today's world, what could we do? You know, could we come up with a better way, a faster way, a more efficient way, a more global way, a more cost-effective way to help all of us in this industry from all over the world to be able to connect 24/7, 365 worldwide. And what happened in 2020, nobody could have expected that. COVID hit and the world went upside down. So we thought, well, we build a tool that is robust, that's working, and suddenly the entire industry turned their eyes onto us as kind of like the perfect solution for the current situation. But that was not enough for us. We thought, what else could we do? So in the spring, we came up with this idea of EPARTRADE Live Tech Webinars, a series of tech and business webinars that we have been running every Wednesday. So every Wednesday morning, we get together, we invite suppliers, race team, engine builders, machine shop, tuners, you name it. Some of them you saw in the recent day, like Stefan Papadakis or Lake Speed, of, all those guys were on, they talk, they connect, they exchange, they engage. And the series did so well and really filled the gap, because people felt connected again. So we thought, well, what else could we do? Let's try to do a full week, at the end of the year, since there won't be show. But in order to do that, we needed to bring on board a partner, I mean, the guy that could make the things happen really. And so we don't have to think much. I mean, you know, the first name that came to our mind was Paul Fanner. Paul is first a legend. Secondly, he's a dear friend of us. He is one of the first one who actually saw EPARTRADE before we went live and thought, oh my God, this is revolutionary. This is where the industry is going. I'm in, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And in September this year, 3 months ago, we said, okay, we're going to announce Online Race Industry Week, 5 days, 55 hours of tech webinars, and we're going to do it. We had no ideas how to do it yet, but Paul's brought his magic into the equation, and that all made it possible. So without any further introduction, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Fanner, founder, president, and CEO of Racer Media and Communication. Paul, on to you.
Thank you very much, Francisque. I really have got to stop for a moment and just say, wow, you and your team, Judy, John, you've done an amazing job this week. I continue to get a constant stream of emails, texts, and instant messages about what you're doing here. You are changing the world, and I'm so grateful to be involved, and our entire team is. And I did tell you, I think when I first saw this, I'm jealous. This is a very good idea. And I'm still jealous. It's a very good idea. But thank you for including us. And good morning, Judy. Good morning, John. Great to see you as well.
Morning.
Today's a really special, fun day for me because, we're going to be talking with Chip Ganassi here a little bit, who I've known for the better part of 40 years. And we always have to remember where we came from, and Chip and I came from the world of SCCA club racing and Formula Ford, but don't hold that against us. We did find our way and move on. Chip was a very good racing driver when I met him. Very fierce, very competitive, and all you need to do is watch the 1980 SCCA runoffs that is on YouTube, and you'll see that. Chip was coming for you when he was in a race car. So I think the thing that really I love about Chip and his story is that it's just got a will to win and a will to, have the best people around him, have people with a similar mindset. It is a team of pure racers that succeeds in every category that they compete in. And I have personal connections with many of the people on the team, especially Mike Hall, who was my mentor and is the managing director of the team. Mike was my first time I ever went to a race on a legitimate pit pass. There were sometimes I went with illegitimate pit passes, but Mike was the first person I went on a group pass to a race with, and nurtured me and helped me come along and grow up basically as a young racer. And I imagine, Chip and Mike have had a lot of experiences together that we'll find a little bit out about today. But more importantly, Chip is a terrific leader, has built an amazing business, a dynamic business, and I just can't wait to talk to him. I also want to remind everybody around the world, please share the seminars and let people know that we're on and we're doing this. It's free. It can register. There's nothing to lose here. You have everything to gain. The wisdom that was imparted yesterday throughout the day and the various seminars was spectacular. It was hypnotic. Some of the stuff I was just learning so much that I thought I knew, but I didn't know. And I learned about all the different people in this business who make it go and who kept going during the pandemic. Racers kept going. A lot of other things stopped. We all kept going. We're a lesson to the rest of the world of how you forge ahead when there's a lot of challenges. So with that, I just want to throw it back to Judy, and good morning, Judy.
Good morning, Paul. Thank you. Good insight too. I just love this industry because they know how to pivot on a dime. So we welcome everybody here. Today's one of my favorite days because we have Chip on. And Chip is always one of those people that says yes, immediately yes. So I'm thrilled to have Chip on today. And in fact, We thank all our sponsors all week long. I mean, they have really cut out time for not us, for you, the racing industry. So we're so thankful. We'd like to thank each and every one of our sponsors. You'll see on the backboard here, we have ETS Racing Fuels, and we have Full Race powered by Borg Warner, Miller Electric, Penske Racing Shocks, and AEM Performance. So thank you all our sponsors. They believed in this week. They believe in this platform. So we are very grateful. Lastly, we are so proud to have three fabulous speakers with us. You know them all. They've been with us all week, and we have 2 more days to go. We have Jeff Hammond, winning crew chief, also 20 years on Fox Sports, and he and Brad Gilley, both Sirius XM Radio, Channel 90, they are on the late shift. So we're thankful to have them, and also Joe Castillo, who is the NHRA voice announcer and WFO radio. So 2 more days to go. I'm thrilled about Chip, and on to you, John.
Thank you, Judy. A big part of the trade show experience is the ingenious new racing parts, racing products, racing technology, and services that are coming on board, be available to you for the next racing season. And we have that at EPARTRADE.com. So head over to EPARTRADE.com. We actually have every supplier in the racing industry worldwide on EPARTRADE.com available for sourcing. Hundreds of companies have taken the next step, and they've opened up showcases on EPARTRADE.com. And essentially, it's just like a trade show exhibit. So you can do your shopping for the next racing season right now on EPARTRADE.com. A big part of the content here. And then when it comes to what we're doing today, we have Chip will be on in a few minutes with Paul. And then we'll cover some technical webinars and subjects, boosted applications, world products, braking with Brembo, advanced materials and motorsports, Smith's high performance and power sports consulting, HMS Motorsports hot new European products, consistency when it comes to racing fuels with ETS Racing Fuels, when technical innovation isn't cheating. So a panel discussion with some sanctioning body executives, that's be a good one. Titanium valve train products for high performance racing engines, SCRI, save an engine, save a season, speed diagnostics. 2020 machines have changed with Joe Baker equipment sales. And then digital marketing with Digital Momentum, one I'm personally interested in. And then innovation, ingenuity, and crankshafts, connecting rods, and rotating assemblies. Our friends with Scat Crankshafts and Beck Racing Engines. And a special panel about the racing media, just trying to figure out where we're at when it comes to media and racing, and what we want to do in the future, maybe how we want to evolve and change, especially from the racing industry point of view. So we have a lot coming up today, and then we'll kick it off tomorrow morning with Bobby Rahal and more tomorrow. To you, Francis.
Well, thank you, John. And as we mentioned when we started, 110 countries represented in attendance. That's spectacular. And throughout the day, we travel. We're starting here in the United States. We'll go to England with the topics on materials. Then we'll go to France with ETS. Then we'll come back here in the States. We were in Australia yesterday, Germany in the morning. I mean, we go all over the place. And that's never been an easier flight for me. No jet lag. I feel great. I don't know about you guys. I traveled the world. I used to travel the world all the time, and jet lag was an issue. But I think so. We might have to continue, Paul, into next week. It's so good. I mean, it's just like we're getting so many feedback. So we'll tell you more tomorrow night. We have plans in the bag, and we have a lot of things we're going to do that are very exciting. And this is simply so good, and people enjoy it so much, and the feedback we're getting is absolutely incredible. So thank you each and every one. And Judy said something about Chip that really I'm a big fan of Chip, always admire the racer, the entrepreneur, and what you build. And Judy said something that reminds me of the little pitch I said about Wilfried Eibach earlier. I said, Judy, I called Chip, and Chip said, yes, I'm in. And then I called Wilfried Eibach. I said, Wilfried, we're doing this, and you would be great to talk about suspension. I said, yeah, I'm in. And then you have people like Chip and Wilfred that would just say yes 1 second. And that's what really this industry is all about. I'm not talking about others that you have to leave 6 messages and send 5 emails before you get a response. But you understand why some people are leaders. You really understand how they are, or they run their business, or they run their life. And so it's really admirable. And that's very often where you see them at the top. So thank you very, very much for all of you to be part of this. Thank the sponsors, as Judy mentioned, all of you, the attendees. Please invite your friends in the industry. This is an industry event. There is no fees for registration, and it's still open. So you can still register for today, for tomorrow. We still have 11 hours today, 11 hours tomorrow, 22 hours. And we made some big announcement yesterday, Paul, and we have 2 big panels tomorrow, 2 big sessions that we kept secret for a while, right? Why don't you say so?
Yeah, why don't we talk about that? I think first off, I'm very pleased that we're going to have at noon Pacific tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, Mark Rushbrook, Global Head of Performance for Ford Motor Company. And he is going to talk to us about their diverse programs that span the globe and their, I guess, forward-looking outlook for motorsports. And it's a great honor to have Mark on at our noon show and bringing it home for us. In the last session, it's great. We bookend this. We had Roger Penske in the first session, and we have my friend Jim Campbell in the last session of this epic week. And he is head of GM and Chevrolet Performance and oversees the marketing for trucks. He's accessories, but he's got an amazing record of managing winning race programs for Chevy and General Motors. And fascinating guy. It's going to be a great way to close out this run, and I can't tell you how excited I am.
Paul, it's 7 a.m. We run it by the minute. You're in charge.
Okay, well, thank you.
60 minutes.
Thank you very much, Francisca.
Thank you.
Introducing EPARTRADE, Electronic Performance and Racing Trade. EPARTRADE is a revolutionary new web-based trade-only product sourcing platform that works 24/7 to connect performance parts suppliers with racing business professionals around the world. Find new products and technologies all year long, accessible everywhere, from anywhere 24/7. EPARTRADE is the only product sourcing platform as innovative and fast-paced as the racing market itself. EPARTRADE is the fastest, most efficient, and cost-effective way to introduce new parts and services to the worldwide racing trade while they're red hot, allowing builders, race teams, retailers, engineers, and other verified racing businesses to access them from anywhere in the world, day or night. The world is changing, and we're changing with it. Welcome to the future. EPARTRADE, the global online platform for the performance and racing industry.